so often, a little segment pops up on the show that really just takes me back and hits me for six, because the guys at the University of the West Indies reached out to us and told us, Joel, do you know that we are breeding quail right here in Trinidad and Tobago? Farm-raised birds that right here in Sweet TNT. And I have two gentlemen here that are responsible for what is happening up at the Faculty of Food and Agriculture at the University of the West Indies. Let me welcome Professor Wayne Ganpak, closest to me. He's the Dean at the Agriculture. And Omadath Maharaj, he's a lecturer at UE. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here on set tonight. First of all, congratulations, because I don't know how long this farm has been in existence, but how long have you been doing this?
Well, the farm has been in existence longer than I, so...
Longer than you?
We wouldn't trace the history of the farm itself.
Right.
But the history of this activity, though, is we really out cook carnival different.
Cook carnival different?
Right. So I see have a lot of different formulations and recipes on the show and so on, but I thought we should start with a whole new different ingredient, a whole new preparation. And that's why I suggested to the Dean that we make use of your facility and your expertise in promoting this particular product. When we talk about the culinary experience in carnival and so on, people still think Gira horse around the savannah is a hit. Or, we have these little one or two things that we feel out for the season. And I think this quail has a huge potential, which the Professor Ganpak will tell you about in a short while. Not only for the entrepreneurship and the business side, but it adds a whole new dimension to the local food basket. So we have promoted Eat Local for all these years. Your show featured Farm to Table and Eat Local segments in years gone by. And in December, we had a massive success actually, Eat Local Day. It was the 8th year that we celebrated it at the field station. And we actually used that opportunity to launch this meat for sale to the consuming public.
So as always the question, I mean, when you look at the bird, it's a tiny bird, quail, it's a very tiny bird. I suppose the question really, Professor Ganpak, is farm raised, but what size of this operation? How many birds? This is not a chicken farm, is it?
Right. So you're right. It's not a chicken farm, and that's precisely the advantage of it.
Right.
The much smaller space, right? This is raised in cages, layers, batteries. So one cage, maybe about 8 feet by 8 feet high by 6 feet wide. It's successfully rear about 100 birds in that cage, right?
100.
Right. So in a small room, 10 by 10, 10 by 12, you could safely raise 1,000 birds.
Okay.
Now, so that's much smaller space. Most of the people who want to get into food production and grow food, what they complain about is they have no land, they have no space, they have nothing. So this is very intensive production, and this is one of the advantages of this system.
So it's a reach out to entrepreneurs, Professor.
Correct.
So that
Absolutely,
they
yeah.
could grab what you all are doing and continue it.
Correct.
Focusing on the bird tonight. And guys, please, I just want you to allow me to welcome my celebrity chef tonight that will be preparing our quail for us. Put your hands together. Please welcome Chef Cheryl and Short Charles. She is as large as the quail. Chef, have you ever worked with the quail?
Once, not often, because locally we don't get it as often, as
now we have it.
But that's also part of the point. If it is, we have people with her expertise interested in showcasing and featuring on our menu. We now have it locally available as compared to the imported equivalent.
Right. All right. So, Chef, what are you doing for us with this quail tonight?
So, because quail, it has a very delicate, gamey flavor, right? And as I'm sure I didn't hear too much of it.
Yes.
But it's very healthy. A good substitute for chicken.
Right.
I mean, it's small.
Yes. Wow. Let's see that again. Let's see that again.
So this is only one feeding. I think it comes in various sizes. I don't know what weight you all have.
It's the average.
That's the average.
So that's the average size. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
Maybe, but in our conditions and feed,
Feeds,
more natural. We wouldn't use additives and so on.
Right.
Nice, yeah, okay.
Right. high in protein, no fat. So if you want a healthy substitute, I think the quail is it. So
Is ready to plate?
all right, so I have a finished product here. What I did as well is I made a spinach puree, which is just spinach. I put a little coconut milk in it. I put a little Parmesan cheese in it. Just to the
Professor, you
base
thought
of
you
it.
just come to eat quail.
Yeah.
I don't want quail and
You
biscuit.
thought it's quail.
Right?
Where is
As
the spinach from?
Well, not local.
Not.
She don't know.
All right.
Not local.
We could supply you with the.
You could
You can
supply
put
us
that
with
in
it.
spinach. Okay, good. Very good. That's wonderful to do. Right? So we have that there. And as I said, you don't have to serve the quail with any big fuss. You know, easy. Even as simple, you know, polenta, or which is in a way something like our cuckoo. Right? So here we have it. And we put it on the bed like that.
That looks good.
And there you go.
Before we move ahead, the chef have to give you a name for this thing.
I have to give you a name.
Tomorrow morning, somebody will ask for this by name.
Quail on the greens.
Ah, you
Quail
see,
on the
quail
greens.
There we have it.
Quail on the greens. We cook carnival differently here on a couple show. We cook carnival differently. Welcome back. This is the Star Ingredient Challenge, and it's all about the quail egg. That's right. We have challenged Chef Cheryl and Short Charles to produce a dish using those little guys.
Yes, it's really those little.
So interestingly, Chef, Omadath and Professor Ganbad were saying that the quail egg is not here to compete with the chicken egg, and I thought that was interesting. It really not. It can't go in the same.
I mean, size for size, it can't equate, right? But I think, though, health-wise, I think it could, you know, because in my reading of the quail, we have a lot of people who are allergic to chicken eggs. Mm-hmm. They can have quail eggs. Quail breakfast hash.
Very well.
Right?
Sounds good. Saying Omadath, it really is. It's a bit of a high end. It's not just chicken eggs. It's not just
Correct.
you know. It's a high end sort of culinary experience.
Just as the meat itself, we treated or we refer to it as game meat.
Right.
Remember we made that point last time.
Right.
It's the same consideration for the eggs. We wouldn't treat it as an everyday, you know what I mean, staple necessarily for the average person or household.
Right.
But if people have specific dietary requirements,
Yes.
or if they choose a certain conscious lifestyle about different things, of course, this would be the ideal choice.
One of the things I've seen is people who are into salads, fresh salads,
Right.
green salads. Just top it up with quail eggs, and
Quail
you get
eggs.
your good proteins right there.
And that's where you do it right here, the Star Ingredient on top of you. And guys, really and truly, I want to commend the university, the faculty, professor, because as I said, feeding ourselves so that I'm supposing the import bill will be a little less is very, very important.
But really make it, I know people focus on the food there, it's a healthier people.
Yeah.
Lots of lifestyle diseases out
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
We have
Yes.
to road. To us that is probably as important, not more important.
As feeding the country.
As feeding the country. You have
Yeah.
a nutritious set of people.
Yeah.
You know, fit and they eating well and they combating all these diseases that we don't know where they come from. Eating healthy.
Yeah.
Because we
Excellent.
could produce it, eh?
Yeah. So good, excellent.
Quail on the
Right?
greens.
Quail and the greens.
Cook carnival.
Differently.
Hey, Omadath Maharaj and Professor Owain Ganpart, guys. I want to thank them for dropping by and kind of educating us. This is a brand new effort among all the other work that they are doing up at the university, up at that faculty. Congratulations, guys. And whatever we can do to help to share that message, please let us know. Yeah? Chef Cheryl and Short Charles, my one is in the oven.
Yes.
Right, very well.